Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Brookglass. For those that are new to my channel, for this episode I'm going to be creating an Hawaiian themed chicken recipe. So I guess we're going to Hawaii, guys. So aloha from Hawaii. So before we begin the recipe, I just want to say that they use a lot of pineapple in Hawaii, so it's gonna have a lot of pineapple ingredients included in this recipe. So we're going to be using some chicken, and the chicken is going to be stir fried until it's cooked a little bit on both sides. So before I go into the other ingredients, because most of the other ingredients consist of just a sauce, including the pineapple and the pineapple juice, I just want this to start cooking, and then I'll go into how we're going to make the sauce, guys. Okay, so let's just get the oil heated for the chicken. So just a little bit of oil. And I'm just gonna get that started so that the chicken can start cooking while I go into the other ingredients, guys. Okay, so the chicken consists of chicken thighs, boneless, and again, they're just cut into small pieces and just seasoned with powdered seasoning. So salt, pepper, paprika, garlic powder, and chicken seasoning, and that's all. And then we're just gonna brown these on each side for, I say, 3 to 4 minutes, and then we're gonna add the sauce. So these are the ingredients that you're gonna need to make the sauce. Of course, pineapple juice. So all I got was the Dole's canned pineapple, and these are the pineapple chunks, guys, and I'm using some of the juice for the sauce, so you're not gonna need all of this, okay? You're just gonna need, like, I'm gonna say a 1/3 cup of the pineapple juice for the sauce. I'm also using a 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 3 tablespoons of, I'm using dark sugar here, and just some garlic and ginger diced, okay? So they're chopped fine. This side is the garlic, 3 cloves of garlic, and I'm gonna say roughly 4 tablespoons of ginger. And of course, we're gonna add a little water. Okay, so that's all we're gonna need to make the sauce. And then afterwards, we're just gonna thicken it with some cornstarch and water. Okay, so we're gonna begin sauteing the chicken. Let's bring up the, so you can see, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so we're gonna cook those for roughly 3 minutes on both sides so that the chicken is just browned. Okay, so we know it's not gonna be fully cooked because it's chicken thighs, it's not chicken breast. So the chicken thighs do take a little bit longer to cook through. So in the meantime, while that is cooking, we're gonna make the sauce together. Okay. Push this up a little bit so that you can see what's going on, guys. Okay, so to the soy sauce, I'm gonna be adding the pineapple juice, guys. The sugar. And the ginger and the garlic chopped. And just a little bit of oil, not too much. Okay guys, so we're gonna turn the chicken. Hopefully you can see. Because they're so small, I'm just gonna just turn them just to try to get the other side browned. Guys, this is how they're looking so far. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna stir the sauce. And you're just gonna stir out the sugar to make sure the sugar is stirred into the sauce. And we're just gonna wait a little bit to add that to the chicken so that it's cooked into the chicken. And the cool thing about this recipe, guys, is that it's gonna be served in this beautiful pineapple. And so we can talk about how the pineapple is divided into two. And then once you divide the pineapple into two pieces, you're gonna leave the stalk on there, and then you're gonna scoop out inside. Okay, so you're gonna cut out inside the pineapple, and when it's done, we're gonna serve this in the pineapple, guys. Okay, so we're gonna now add the sauce to the chicken. Just stir a little bit more. Okay, so now it's browned on both sides. I'm gonna add the sauce. And we're gonna add a little water to this. Stir. And we're gonna cover. Need to get the cover for this, guys. Okay guys, so thank you for dealing with the movement of the camera. So while that cooks, okay, we're gonna allow that to cook for, I'm gonna say, we're just gonna allow that to cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're gonna add the cornstarch to thicken it. And guys, the recipe is as easy as that. So we're just gonna grab a spoon. Okay guys, so you just wanna add just a little water to the cornstarch. because this is just needed to thicken the sauce, so it's not too much water, not too much. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, and that's all that you need, and just enough water to get it to stir, and then it will be thickened afterwards. So we can turn this down, and we're gonna stir. Okay guys, so while that cooks, again, I hope you try this recipe, guys. It's very different, and the pineapple juice, the pineapple is gonna give it that you know, that flavor change that might be needed. Sometimes we're not sure how to make the chicken, you know, trying to find different ways to change up the chicken recipe so that it has a different taste. And this recipe, Hawaiian Chicken Recipe, will definitely should send up the flavor a notch, okay? And especially because we're going to be serving it in this delicacy of a pineapple. Okay, so now I'm going to add the cornstarch. And we're going to stir that in. And guys, immediately it starts to thicken the chicken. So if you can see it, but it's gonna add a little bit more water. Turn this down a little bit. And bring up the camera so you can see what's going on in the pot, guys. Okay, so this is the consistency that's happening, and of course the sugar is helping to change the consistency as well. It's going to be a little bit sweet, of course, because you have the pineapple juice and the sugar, and the cornstarch definitely increases the thickness of your chicken. And so once more, you know that it won't take too long to cook, because the bone, we took the bone out, it's the boneless chicken thighs, and they're cut small. So I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. And we're just gonna give it, I would say, you know, 5 minutes or so to cook. And then guys, the Hawaiian style chicken would be ready, okay? And I'm gonna say you can use chicken breasts as well, you know, whatever part of the chicken that you like. And it's a quick and easy recipe, and you know how it's served, it makes it very appealing, eye appealing, and you're just gonna want to dig in, you know. And especially for the summer too, you know, the pineapples is also a summer type of fruit, and of course it's gonna, you know, add that kick or that eye catching if you serve it with the pineapple. So yeah, so please think about trying the recipe, guys. Okay guys, so I'm gonna say do not add too much cornstarch. Okay, so if you don't want it too thick, I would advise you to do 1 tablespoon of cornstarch to the water, and so that it's not that thick. But yeah. press through the chicken. And the chicken feels like it's cooked, guys. As you know, I always advise you to make sure that your meat is cooked through properly before you stop cooking it through. Okay guys, so in the meantime, we're gonna add the rice to the pineapple. So just getting the spoon, guys. Okay, all right. So already have the rice cooked, and I'm gonna turn off this chicken. The chicken is ready. Okay, so let's go ahead and add the rice to the pineapple. So guys, and then we're also going to be using some sesame seed to garnish the chicken, and I'm using the fresher pineapple. So I just advise, because you know you're gonna have the fresh pineapple pieces from the pineapple that you're using. We can garnish it with fresh pineapple, and you know, if you got the canned pineapple, guys, then this was mostly for the juice. However, you know, optional which ones. You could also make your own pineapple juice, you know, from the pineapples if needed, because you don't need much pineapple juice. Just like, you know, a third or so cup of pineapple juice, you know, a couple tablespoons, so optional. Okay, yeah, so let's add the chicken to this, guys. Guys, so far this is how it looks. Just push this one up a little bit, and we're gonna just sprinkle with some sesame seeds. So you can always add more pineapple on here. Yeah guys, so that you can see it properly. Okay guys, so this is what it would look like this, and you definitely would have your meal out of your pineapple, and the sweetness of the pineapple is gonna add to you know, the entire enjoyment of the meal, guys. So please go ahead and take this trip to Hawaii. And I guess from Hawaii, we're saying aloha. And please try this recipe. I will link the description in the box below. And yeah, looks very delicious, guys. So again, this is Brookglass, guys, and until next time, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and bye now from Hawaii. Bye.